Hey everybody, welcome back to Tasty Time. As always, I am your host Alan with his daughter Kaylee behind the camera. Hey Kaylee! And today we are making something sweet. We're making easy, no-bake chocolate peanut butter cheesecake pie. Oh yeah, it is going to be good. So the first thing we're going to do is we have to make our pie crust. We're going to go with a graham cracker pie crust, 9-inch pie pan. We're going to take our package of graham crackers and we're going to use 7 of the strips, the whole cracker, top and bottom, and we're going to put them in a gallon Ziploc baggie, and we're going to leave a little bit of an opening because we want the air to escape, and then we're going to beat them up. Okay, so we're about ready to start mashing our graham crackers in the baggie, but my daughter Kaylee has said she would like to be doing the cooking today. So we're going to trade off. I'm going to be behind the camera and Kaylee's going to start cooking. And you can see she's getting it real nice and fine. And that's what you want. You don't want big chunks. You just want it to be super fine, ground up crumbs. All right, so as you can see, Kaylee's got those graham crackers nice and finely ground up. It's gonna make a really good crust. And the next thing we need to do is get our stick of unsalted butter. The recipe calls for 7 tablespoons. We're going to microwave that, as Kaylee's showing you, 7 tablespoons. We're going to microwave that in a microwave-safe bowl, and then we're going to combine the graham crackers and the butter, and also some brown sugar, and we'll show that in just a second. All right, so the next step is you're going to take a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and mix it in. And you're going to want to give it a good stir. You can use your hands if you want. And then you're going to take your melted butter and you're going to give that a good stir as you pour it in. And you will want to use your hands at one point. You can give it a stir with the knife that we happen to have handy to get it mixed, but you're going to use your hands also. All right, Kaylee, time to go to hands. And just mix it, mix it, mix. Get it all nice and combined. Now, if you were going to be making like an apple pie, for example, you could add some cinnamon to this recipe, which would give an extra nice flavor to the crust. But because we're going peanut butter chocolate, we are not adding any cinnamon because I don't think that would go very well. All right, and as you can see, we've got the crust to the right consistency, all nice and mixed together. We're going to transfer that over into the pie pan using our hands. We're going to mash that down when she gets it all in there, nice and flat and along the edges. And it's going to be a delicious no-bake crust. Make sure you get up along the edges too and make sure it's nice and level all the way around. Now, one trick that I like to use to get those edges nice and high is I'm using the same 1/4 cup measuring cup or measuring spoon that we used for the brown sugar. And you can mash it right up against the edges to help get that nice crust all the way up the side of your pie. All right, everybody. So the next step is we are going to put in the mixer 1 cup of sugar, and we're going to put in a teaspoon and a half of vanilla extract. Kaylee is using a half teaspoon, so that's why she's putting in 3 total. That adds up to 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And we've got our 8 ounces of cream cheese. That's going to go in. And we're also going to add in a 1/4 cup of softened butter. So that unsalted softened butter. And that'll go in just a second. And mix everything. Okay guys, so as I've told you in previous videos, I am not a professional chef. I'm a dad who likes to cook new things with his daughter. If you microwave peanut butter chips and chocolate chips, it doesn't work. You get this hideous nastiness that is not very good. So what we're doing now, coming over here, I don't have a double boiler. I've got a small saucepan on the stove. I'm getting ready to turn the heat on it, and we're going to go probably about a 6 or 7 on it. And we've got water in the saucepan, and we've got a whole brand new set of just chocolate chips that we did try to start microwaving, and we decided, I don't like the way it's going. I don't want to strike out twice. So we're going to melt that, and then we're going to put in about a cup of peanut butter once the chocolate is melted. So we had a bit of a oops, and now we're fixing it. All right, guys, so we ended up putting the cup of milk chocolate chips into another saucepan, and then we set that over a saucepan with boiling water. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it took about an hour to finally melt. We then added 1 cup of smooth peanut butter, and we let that, get nice and melty. That took about 10 minutes. You do not want to put this hot in with your cream cheese, or it's going to cause it to separate. So right now, I'm just stirring it, and it smells delicious. Chocolate peanut butter? Oh, yes, please. So I'm just going to stir this for a little bit longer, let it get nice and cool, and when I'm stirring it because I don't want it to get hard and set up and get hard. So I'm just stirring it until it cools down. And then we're going to put it in the mixer, and we're going to mix it in for a little bit, not over-mixed, and it's going to be delicious. All right, guys, so our chocolate peanut butter mixture has cooled down to room temperature. We're going to pour it into our cream cheese mixture in the mixing bowl. Make sure we get it all. I mean, we worked hard for it, right? We might as well enjoy it. Might be able to get one more spoonful in there. All right. All right, so one thing I do want to mention, while we were melting the chocolate chips in our homemade double boiler on the stove, for that hour. We did put our pie crust in the fridge to help it set up. So I did forget to mention that after you make your pie crust, it should go in the fridge probably for about an hour. Next step, we're going to take an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, whatever brand you want to use, doesn't matter, whip topping, whatever they call it, but your little 8-ounce tub, and we're going to fold this in to our mixture. We are going to use the whole container, but you don't want to do it all at once. And you just want to fold it in nice and smooth so that it doesn't get separated. All right, guys, so we only ended up using about half that container of Cool Whip. It's probably close to 4 ounces. Once we started mixing it in, we were really happy with the flavor and the texture, so we didn't want to overdo it on the whipped cream. So when you get it nice and folded to this consistency, almost like a frosting look, it's ready to go into your pie crust. So here we go. And all right, so when I like to fill my pies, I always kind of pull from the middle to the edge to help spread it out evenly. And I like to rotate my pie pan. And this one's actually looking just about done, guys. This is what you want your finished product to be. It's gonna go, I might get some more in the middle, but it's gonna go in the fridge. Let it sit for 2 hours at least. It can sit longer. And we'll cut some open and show you when we're done. Hey everybody, welcome back. So it's been about 2 hours chilling in the fridge. Our cheesecake pie has set up really nicely. And it's time to have a bite and see how it turned out. Chocolate, peanut butter, cheesecake, delicious crust. It's really, really good. This one was a little harder than usual for us, but I think the end result is definitely worth the work. And if you guys agree, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here on Tasty Time.